The SDAO Congressional Leadership Award recognizes a member of Oregon's delegation to Congress who has consistently gone above and beyond for Oregon special districts. Congressman Peter DeFazio has been a longtime supporter of the SDAO's diverse membership. In particular, he has been a partner and leader for infrastructure and transportation-related projects across the state, and has been instrumental in securing critical funding for several of Oregon's special districts. We are honored to be recognizing Congressman DeFazio with this award.
Ports could not ask for a greater supporter than Peter DeFazio. Representative DeFazio has been so instrumental in helping the Port of Coos Bay, Oregon ports, and ports in the United States make sure that the appropriate funds have been made available to help us be the economic engines that we're expected to be in our communities. Through his efforts, Representative DeFazio was able to secure approximately $35 million to help us repair the eroding jetty that we have on the North Spit here in Coos Bay. He finally was able to get authorization to utilize the entire Harbor Maintenance Trust Fund in the United States government. That is monumental because those dollars had been withheld for their intended purpose of making sure that our harbors were able to continue to prosper the way they should. What was really important for Oregon in that measure was that Representative DeFazio ensured that emerging ports, which most of the Oregon ports are, were protected and that we would get our fair share. Coos Bay has gotten more than our fair share, and I will say that. We have a railroad that runs from the port of Coos Bay to Eugene. If it had not been for Representative DeFazio and his efforts to help us secure funds, probably in the area of in excess of $60 million, we would never have been able to rescue that railroad, which is a vital part of the industry that happens both in Eugene and here in Coos Bay. Without these large infrastructure dollars, we could not get done what is necessary.
We are huge fans of Congressman DeFazio. He has been a longtime supporter of Parks and Recreation, and specifically Willamalane. It's so nice to know that we have someone like Peter that's really fighting the good fight for conservation, for sustainability, and access to public lands. I mean, there's so many projects that he has assisted us and the city of Springfield in this community. There's a long list, including his commitment to helping build and develop trails, which relieves us of a lot of that carbon footprint that we have, because we're just building connectivity between Springfield and Eugene, and his support of our Middle Fork project, our Middle Fork Path project, which is a 4-mile connector trail that we didn't have before, that people are constantly using, and just there's a long list of items that we are so happy for Peter to receive this award. It's so deserved, and I couldn't think of a more worthy recipient.
So Chairman DeFazio has been supportive of public transportation, capital projects, and infrastructure. Lane Transit District has award-winning bus rapid transit district, and he's been really critical in having us receive funding from the federal level and helping us to support frequency here. LTD has received millions of dollars to replace its alternative bus fleet. Most recently, we received a Low-No grant to replace diesel buses with electric buses. He really talks about investing in America, and through investment in public transportation, it's a way that you create jobs, not just for the transit workers, but also for people going to work and for people going to their medical appointments. And through his support, we've had a strong voice. He really understands the needs of our community and how bringing in federal dollars to support our local dollars really creates a metropolitan area in connection to our rural areas, which is really key towards the economic sustainability of our communities. He's somebody that we don't have to sell it to. He believes in it. And that's why it's been so important to us to really have him in Washington, D.C., helping us to tell our story.
Congressman DeFazio has just been such a tremendous supporter, and even last year in our biggest time of need, it was so comforting and the solace that the community felt that, he was here, boots on the ground during the wildfires, showing his support. I know he's a resident of Springfield, but really just the fact that he was here, supporting in any way that he can, helping get funding through the COVID crisis. Special districts like ours originally weren't getting any funding, and he set up a call that we could all plead and make the case, and lo and behold, soon after that we were able to get some funding. So the fact that he was here for us at our biggest time of need really just shows the true value that he embodies, and something that we can all be very, very proud of.
I want to thank the Oregon Special Districts for their award recognizing my work with and for special districts during my many years in Congress. Special districts are often not enough appreciated by the Oregon or the American public. There's more than 30,000 nationwide providing vital services that too many of us take for granted. Willamette, in my hometown of Springfield, just got a national award for some of their extraordinary work, and many others of you have received recognition for the work you do. I'm working hard to see that you get some additional assistance in this next COVID relief package, and also in the major infrastructure bill, which I intend to pass in probably spring of this year. You deserve more funding to continue to deal with vital services that Oregonians need, and also to recognize the burdens that have been put on you during this COVID pandemic. So thanks a lot for the award, and I look forward to working together with you in the future.